Hi guys and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to show you every single nade you need to know for Inferno, both on A, mid and also for B and banana. On Inferno, utility is so important, and after watching this video you'll know everything you need to know for Inferno, and I'm sure you're going to learn something new, and after watching this video you'll be the best Inferno player ever. So let's just get straight into it. So for B, I'm going to start off with how you can take banana control with utility, and there aren't actually that many lineups you need to know. Most of them are some really easy lineups. And actually the hardest thing to take banana is just to try and avoid the CT's utility to take too much damage. But let's get into it. For banana, if you want to counter flash it as a T, come into this corner right here, aim in the middle of this sign and jump throw. And this is going to give you a perfect flash right up here, blinding any CTs who's trying to push down. Your teammates can easily fight with it or swing with it. Then a really easy molo and smoke lineup is just to try to bounce a molo or smoke off this wall right here with this plant, like this. And this is going to give you a perfect top banana molo right here, so anybody can't peek, and allowing you to take the control. And you can use a similar lineup just to smoke it off right here, to also block off the vision. And there's some really good utility to try and prevent the CTs from taking the control. And there aren't really that much utility you need to know from this. Now that you have banana control, if you want to take car control, there are two molos you need to know. First, to molo off the corner, just come into here, aim at the top of this antenna and throw your molo. And this is going to give you a perfect molo here towards the corner, allowing you to fight this guy or catch anybody off guard who's playing in front of the molo. And if you also want to molo sandbags, then just aim at the top of this pole right here, run forward and throw your molo. And this is going to give you a perfect molo to want sandbags, moloing everything here, and also deep into the corner. And if you decide to use both of these molo, it's going to look something like this, and almost impossible for the CTs to play. So it can be really easy to take the control as T. For flashes, there are two different kind of flashes. The first one is if you have the corner molo, you come into right here, just aim somewhere up here on these slides and throw your flash. And this flash is going to bounce on this roof, and it's going to blind anybody who's playing towards sandbags. The only problem with the flash is it isn't going to blind anybody playing here, so it's a good idea to have this molo here, so anybody can't peek from there. If you instead want to throw a flash that blinds almost everything, then just come into the middle between right here. Find this dot on the floor right here, aim to left of it, then middle click, run tap jump for a flash. And this can give you a perfect flash that pops over right here, blinding anybody playing sandbags and anybody who's holding a tight angle here. Just be aware, this flash isn't as good as it was in CSGO, because this guy can react if he sees it, but it's still a really good flash. So now that you have banana control, you need to know how to execute the side. Smoke off Coffin's CT, come into this corner, then for CT, aim right here at the top of right corner of this roof, middle click, run tap jump through a smoke. And for Coffins, come into the same corner, aim right here, and run tap jump through a smoke like this. And this is going to give you a perfect CT smokes that are going to extend all the way out so they can't stand at the edge. And a perfect coffin smoke right here, blocking off coffins. And if you want to throw the coffin smoke from elsewhere as the same place as CT, then just come into this corner right here, aim at the bottom left corner of this arrow and run tap jump throw again. This is going to give you a little bit deeper coffin smoke, but still a really good coffin smoke. For molos, there are 3 molos you need to know. First, for new bugs, come into this corner, then just aim, there's like a big blank patch right here, aim in the middle of that and jump throw. And then for second and first box, stay in the same corner, aim a little bit over this middle thing right here, up to this pipe, and then just throw your molo. And this is going to give you a perfect new box molo, and also a perfect molo that's going to molo down into second box, and on top of second box, and down into between first and second box. And for dark, there are 2 lineups. First, the best one is so you get boosted and come into right here, and then in between the end of this pillar right here, and this middle thing, so right between here, and then jump throw. And this is going to give you a really good and deep molo that's going to extend all the way into the corner, and probably the best dark molo. If you can get boosted and want to do it from under, you're going to aim right between the end of this board and where it starts to get a little bit more brown. So right here, and then jump through your molo. And this molo is going to land up here, not all the time extend all the way into the corner. Most of the time it will, but the other molos in general better if you can throw that. Then the last thing you need to know for B are some really good flashes. And to throw them, just come into the middle of this thing right here. Aim at the bottom right corner of the B right here and jump through flashes. These flashes are really good because it lands on this balcony, so anybody on your team pushing up like this aren't gonna get wide, but anybody who's playing from side or peeking is gonna get full wide. And you can just spam these flashes, and if you want to throw even deeper flash, just aim a little bit over the B, sneak forward and jump throw. And then you can get a really good CT flash up here that's going to blind people playing a little bit more deeper in towards here. And from the same place, if you want to throw like a side pop flash, then just come into here, find this top of this building, go a little bit over it like this, and just throw your flash. And this is going to give you a flash that pops right here, that your teammates have to dodge, but can easily pop side with, kill anybody white. And the last flash I'm going to show is to get boosted up here. Then while you're standing up here, you can find this ladder right here, in between the left side of the ladder and the top of the scaffolding, and then just throw your flash. And this is a little bit better side flash because it lands behind pillar right here. And as you can see, while you're fighting, you aren't gonna get white, but anybody who's playing towards coffins, who's playing towards dark or new box or even second or first box are gonna get full white. But just some of the best flashes, you need to match them to what kind of execute you're doing. But that's all for B and how to take banana. And for A, first you need to throw some defensive utility, so that the CTs have a harder time to peek mid and go down to push towards second mid. And for ramp, there can be utility like flashes up like this or even some deep nades, just to force anybody peeking mid to fall back. If you are from second mid, it can be a good idea to mull up towards apps like this, which will just give you a mullo here, so anybody trying to peek second mid or cross fast towards apps is gonna get burned. If you take the same mullo and just aim more to the left, aiming for the store right here, then you can actually bounce a mullo like this, deep in towards apps, and this will mullo anybody trying to play close here. And these mullos can be really good to just deny apps control and also take apps control. And you can use the same lineup as you did with the mullo on the door, with a flash like this, and this will give you a perfect pop flash towards anybody playing right here. And that's it for taking apps. If you want to take mid, then you can do a fast long smoke from second mid by coming into here, aiming at the bottom left corner of this window and do a jump throw, and this will give you a really early and fast smoke towards long. If you instead are a little bit close towards mid and want to throw long smoke, then just come into this wall and make sure you can see these two spots here. Just aim in the middle of them and do a jump throw, and the smoke is perfectly going to bounce over here and again land perfectly towards long, giving you a perfect long smoke. And it's a little bit better to throw on the run. To smoke short, you can either just bounce a smoke like this, or if you want the lineup, come into this wall right here, aim in the middle right here, and throw your smoke. And this is going to give you a perfect short smoke. If you want to flash mid, you can throw some really good flashes from down here in pit. So to flash short, just come into Mexico right here, then aim at the bottom left corner right here, and do a jump throw with a flash. And this flash is perfectly going to pop right here, blinding anybody playing towards short, and also anybody playing towards long. If you instead want to directly flash towards long, then come into the exact same place, aim in the middle of the store right here, and do a jump throw. And this flash is instead going to go over here, and then everybody, even what side of angle, is going to get full blind. And it's a really, really good flash to long. You can also, if you want to mullo towards short, then just take this wall right here, line it up with this lamp, then just aim between these two and a little bit above, and then throw your mullo. And this is going to give you a mullo that burns on top of roof right here, and also down into short. And sometimes, if the spread is right, it's also going to burn into this corner. So really good mullo towards short. And if you want to mullo a little bit deeper towards short, then just come into the stones, aim some right here in this wall, run forward and jump throw. And this is going to give you a deeper mullo towards short, forcing anybody who's playing a little bit deeper angle to go all the way back, allowing it to take short. So now that you have mid, there's some utility you need to know to go from short in towards side. First, smoke off motor, just come into the middle of this pole right here, aim at this bottom corner and do a jump throw. This is the fastest way to do it, but the smoke lands a little bit further out. So if you want to throw a little bit deeper, but then you need to be all the way down the mid, then you come into the middle of this thing right here, aim at the middle of this lamp and do a jump throw. This takes a little bit longer time to land, but lands a lot deeper like this, and can be a really good motor smoke. So you can use that smoke to come in from short, and some really good flashes you also can use. The first one, where you just stand right outside of motor, then aim in the middle of this stone right here, run forward and do a jump throw. And this flash is going to pop perfectly on side, blinding anybody on side, and anybody playing towards pit, but your teammates need to turn from it. If you want to know a flash, you can just spam while your teammates are pushing side, then just come into these white things right here, aim at the top of this roof right here, and just throw your flashes. And as long as your teammates are just focusing on towards side, these flashes are gonna pop perfectly right here, blinding anybody towards small pit, towards pit, and can also blind anybody towards long or playing side like this. You can also, from the exact same position, just go a little bit further out, then aim at the highest leaf on this like tree right here, which is this one, and throw a mullo. And this mullo is perfectly gonna land here in pit, and molo anybody who's playing in pit, and can be a really good thing to just deny this angle completely. And if you manage to get all the way up towards short right here, and you can see this window, just aim at the top of the window and throw your smoke, and then you can get a really fast and easy motor smoke. And the last smoke I'm gonna need to show from short are this smoke that's gonna completely block off pit by just coming into the middle of this pillar, in between this C and this L, and do a jump throw. The smoke lands perfectly here and blocks any vision from pit. You can still stand here on balcony and even go on top of this box right here to look towards short, but can be a good smoke with some good flashes and maybe an eco you can use to get into sight and take these fights really easily. For apps, you really don't need to know that much utility. The only molo you will need to know is just to come to the right of this fire exit sign right here, into the second pole right here, then stand up, aim at the middle right here, and just throw your molo. And this molo is perfectly gonna bounce into pit like this, giving you a perfect pit molo you can throw from safely in from maps. So if you want to flash out from maps, then just come into the middle of this pillar right here, and while crouching, aim to the left of this dot right here, and then just do a jump throw. And this is gonna give you a perfect flash that goes all the way out here, blinding anybody playing towards pit, and can also blind anybody playing towards long or towards side. And if you want to throw the lurk smoke, just come into right here, find this window right here, aim in the top of the middle out of it, and throw your smoke. And this is gonna give you a perfect smoke. You can also throw the exact same smoke from down here in ramp. Just come into the middle of this crack, aim at the end of this roof right here, and do a run tap jump throw. And this is gonna give you a similar smoke to try and go lurk out towards apps. And lastly for maps, if you want your teammates to flash you out for maps, then just let them get into the left side of this garage door here, aim at the corner right here, then sneak forward and do a jump throw. And this is gonna give you a perfect flash over apps, landing anybody who's playing close like this, anybody playing towards pit, and anybody playing towards side, and can be really good to do like a pop on the eco that doesn't generally do a pop out from apps. Then if you want to go out towards long and wrap from long, then you can do like a B split smoke from this corner right here, by just coming to the corner, aim at the middle right here, and do a run tap jump throw with the smoke. This is gonna give you a deep long smoke that allows you to go and wrap towards B. If you instead want to wrap out towards long and go into A, then just get a guy into here, drop him a smoke, then from right here, aim in the middle right here and do a jump throw. Then you aim at this dot right here at this antenna and do a jump throw. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna give you a perfect arch smoke, also a perfect library smoke like this. Then you just need some flashes and you can do a really fast wrap out towards long to A. If you instead want to throw this split smoke from down here, just come into this corner right here, then aim right here and this middle thing right here and do a jump throw. And this is going to give you a smoke that lands perfectly like this, allowing you to try and split towards B. Or you can use it to fake. That's everything you need to know for Inferno in CS2. If there's anything you think I missed, then write it in the comments. And if you're going to use any of these nades in your next game, give this video a like and consider giving me a subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.